Hi everybody, Trippin' Sister here. It's been a while, not too long of a while. I think it was last week, last time I chatted with you guys. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing fine. We're just out running some errands today, and I'm thinking, wow, we're like just a few days into the new year. And of course, the headlines is that the stock market is tanking. So I hope you guys aren't suffering too badly in regard to the stock market, and I hope you make some wise decisions and put your money and your things in tangible assets. I never really believed in that whole paper stuff or certificate stuff and any of that stuff because I figured, you got the Bernie Madoffs and people like that. They can put anything on a piece of paper. You get the paper and it ain't worth the paper it's written on. So I'd rather have tangible assets. I transferred everything I had out of the stock market into tangible assets. So there you go. Anyway, I don't know where that came from, but I just thought I'd say that. That might be something you want to consider. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. I did start my new channel. For those of you that are interested in seeing it, it's called The Silver Crown, My Transition to Natural Hair. And it's doing okay, but I still don't know if I'm going to keep it. I've tried to put out some trial things for people to try and all that. So we'll just see how it goes. And I'll give it some more time. And if I don't like the way it's going, then I'm going to disable the channel. So that's that. Also, we're talking about toward the latter part of the year, rather than going to Oklahoma, we might go down to the Texas Gulf Coast area. Because we've not been there, down there like by Corpus Christi and places like that. However, because the weather patterns are so screwy, I don't want to be down there in no hurricane. You know what I'm saying? That's too much water to drink. Thank you very much. So, I don't know what we're going to do about that. We're just thinking about it. And, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. And I was thinking about the Powerball winners, right? I don't know anybody that has won the lottery like that. My older sister, when she was living, she always played the lottery and she always won. It's like, it was crazy, but it was never like huge amounts like it is now. She would win for like $500 and $200 and stuff like that way back in the day. This is like, 50 years ago, or whenever the lottery started. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I was younger, a lot younger. Let's just say that. Maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Anyway, I was just wondering, thinking about that 500 and whatever it is, $1 million that was split out of that 8 point whatever billion. I don't know. I know I got the numbers all mixed up. But anyway, I was wondering, if you had that kind of money, what would you do with it? I mean, you'd have to hire somebody to watch the money. Then you'd have to hire somebody to watch the person that's watching the money. So you have to hire somebody to watch them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Mr. Viking and I were talking about what we would do with that kind of money if we had that kind of money. Which to me isn't a lot of money. Now, if you get into, like $500 million on your way to $1 trillion, I think that's a lot of money. But to me, today, in today's economy, anything with million on it is not a lot of money. Not to me. But, I guess it's a matter of perspective. To someone else, that might be a lot of money. Now, granted, it would be a lot more than what I have right now, but it's still not a lot of money. Not for the big dreams I have in my head. So there you go. Anyway, he was trying to figure out what it would cost me to hire to buy a plane, hire a pilot, and fly around the world. Right? What the gas would cost, and hiring the pilot and all that. And he comes back and says, "You still wouldn't be out of money." Anyhow, so I was thinking about picking a figure. What if you had $500 million? What would you do with $500 million? One of the things I had always said I would do if I was financially in a position to do it is the people that are in our ministry that have mortgages, I would pay off all their mortgages. And the people that were single, that didn't have their own place, I would probably pay their rent for them for, a year or a couple of years or something like that. Don't know that I'd buy them a place because they might not be able to maintain it. Anyway, that's what I would do. That's one of the things I would do. Then I'd help our ministers in Africa. And then I would really watch, though, if I put my money in charitable organizations, because you have some of them that people think they're really doing a good thing, and they are doing a good thing, but some of them they're not really charity. Some of them are like for profit. For example, Goodwill, a huge amount of that money goes to the top dogs in the organization. Very little of it goes to the neighborhoods and stuff. Although they have a lot of branches and stuff, they're ready to close a bunch of them too. Especially like in Ontario, I think, or either it is Toronto, they get ready to close 26 Goodwill facilities. Salvation Army, on the other hand, it's like 90% of what they get in goes to their communities, and goes to helping the poor. Whereas Goodwill is flip-flopped, like over 60%, I think, goes to the, executives and stuff. So this lady really hit my car. Then y'all really gonna see a video. Okay. I'm glad we got through that moment. Okay. So anyhow, if you had that kind of money, $500,000 or $500 million, what would you do with it? All right. Just think about that and let me know. All right, you guys, keep tripping.